Okay. Alright. That's enough for it not to be too distracting for me. So we are going to continue on our journey to try to get this shiny Trico. And, well, all I can do is pray and hope. Okay. Oh, swag! Look at me! No, no. Anyways, it's fine. I forgot I had that reset thing. Is there a way for me to get this to not be here? On-screen overlay. No, there is none. There's also no, like, notifications or nothing. Okay. Wow. Sorry about that. Okay, we're just gonna continue then. And I'm gonna be shiny hunting in the background while I talk about something that is super important to me. And, I think we should bring more whimsy back into our lives by doing things like this. So, if you don't know, it's gonna be Christmas very soon. And I personally am really excited. I loved Christmas as a kid because it meant I got gifts. I'm pretty sure like every kid in existence also felt that way. But after, I became like a teenager, the gifts stopped coming, and then I would get some money here and there, but as I grew older, I would get less and less gifts, and to me it felt like my family stopped caring about me once I grew out of that cute kid stage and started to have my own thoughts and opinions and feelings. So, regardless, in the process of reparenting myself, I am making this Christmas wish list. If I were a kid, today, in this day and age, begging my parents for that one thing. And let's pretend money is no object, okay? That's not how it was for me, but let's pretend. Okay, first on the list is the AYN Thor. Oh my god. This whole list, oh man, female starter. Whatever, not shiny. Anyways, this whole list is basically just the AYN Thor and then accessories for the Thor. So, if you know anything about me, I do like to customize handhelds, and then I go on and I sell them. So one thing I really want to do is customize this thing, right? So I found this like grip on Etsy that covers the gap in between the screen, the top and bottom, like lid. And because there's this weird gap because there's a little hump for the AYN button that's in the middle on the bottom, kind of like a 3DS home button. I want that because it improves the ergonomics a little bit, but it also looks clean, like it's closed perfectly. Like when you close the clamshell, you don't have to worry about dust or anything going in there, and I like that. For one, I want the black color, but like at the same time, I'm kind of overthinking it a little bit. I'm not sure. I don't know. I know I definitely want the max version because I do want to like treat this as a mini Steam Deck in the sense that, hey, I can play some of my Steam library on here. And I'm not playing anything like super intense, but I want to play things on here. And if anything, stream from my PC, but mostly Steam and PC emulation is what I want to focus on. All the other kinds of emulation is kind of just like a bonus for me. So the Max also comes with 1 terabyte of internal storage, which would be faster than getting another SD card. And then also, if you think about it, the difference in between like the Pro and the Max version is like the difference of like a terabyte SD card on a good day. So, because these large SD cards can get kind of expensive. So, I want the 1 terabyte version so I don't have to worry about that. And it's the Max because I want to do PC emulation and like stuff like that and try, playing my Steam library. I want to be able to do everything on this device, and I don't need it to be perfect. That's a big thing. I don't need it to be perfect. I just want it to be comfortable. So that's where the accessories come into play. I hear the grip is like good, but also a lot of these reviewers have like big hands, right? Me looking at my hands, I have some pretty small hands, So I think they say it's like a little cramped. I think to me that means it's the perfect size, but that little extra sort of backplate cover grip that I spoke about before is there mostly to like add some more stability to that bottom screen bezel, I guess, because it's all glass. Sorry. And then also like you can sort of like press down on the top screen accidentally when it's closed, so like that kind of impedes that from actually happening, which is sick, and it looks nice and it's clean. And what else? I definitely need some screen protectors. And guess what? I saw some on Etsy. They're like this like hydro glass or something, or I don't know, some hydro substance or whatever, and you can actually like use those screen protectors to like, instead of the device being super glossy, it'll be matte. And I freaking love that. That's gonna make those OLED screens just like pop for me. I'm not a fan of like glossy things, like that annoys me real bad. I want it to be like stable, like glare is a huge problem for me. So matte screen protectors are a go. Another thing I definitely want, because I normally play with like the Xbox layout instead of the Switch layout like it has. I want PlayStation buttons, okay? I want PlayStation buttons instead, because in the settings you can actually change it to be the Xbox like layout, and then that just like works if I have the PlayStation buttons, because I grew up on PlayStation. I do have experience with Xbox, but I dove a lot more into PlayStation, and I actually like prefer that layout. To me, triangle is synonymous with Y. X is square. I mean, well, yeah. Oh lord. And then X is A. Oh, no, A is X, and then O. No, B is O. Okay. It's a little confusing when I start explaining it, but it makes sense in my head. I can see it and it makes sense and it feels good. What throws me off is the Switch layout, because I'm so used to the aforementioned layouts from before. So those are some things I like really want for my Thor. And then I want to be able to like customize it, and I'm still kind of figuring that out, like if I want to like change it eventually or what. But I would like to design my own like little designs for it and all that. I might just make like little stickers to like put around the bottom and the outside the top panel. That's mostly what I want a skin for, so I might end up doing that. I know this guy Sakura Retro Modding on Etsy, and I think he's on eBay too, I don't know, but he has like skins, like vinyls that he makes, and it's kind of just like taking the 3DS like limited editions and then putting it on the Thor, which is awesome, but also it's nothing I haven't seen before, you know what I mean? So I want to make it myself. And what really inspired me was like making my like new artwork for my Hot 42 G16. So my hitbox style controller for fighting games. So yeah, that's my wish list, and it would probably total around $550, which is a lot of money. I'm hoping to get some money for Christmas from family and put it towards that, and then I'm also hoping to sell some items I have for sale currently, and just like praying it'll like all align and everything, because they'll start shipping in mid-January, pretty sure. So I would in fact have to wait. And I'm a little worried because I don't want batch 2 to run out, because this device just looks like everything I've wanted in a like handheld. So this is more like a PowerPoint style like description with personal stories and what I would use the AYN Thor for. So here we go, let's get into it. I'm reading off what I wrote here. When I was a kid, I begged my parents for a PlayStation, and I ended up getting an Xbox 360 to be specific. And one of my most treasured gifts like that I ever received was one I asked for specifically. You know, I gave them the idea to give it to me, but it was a gift nonetheless. And it was the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Deluxe Edition, and it came with a golden Wii remote with Wii Motion Plus. This is like one of my most precious like items, and I still like hold it very close to my heart to this day. I still have it as well. Skyward Sword is one of my favorite games ever. I love the environment and just like flying around on my loft wing. It was the vibes, man. It was about the vibes. Atmosphere is really what it is. It made a difference to me. I just loved flapping my Wiimote and nunchuck, and like flapping my little arms to get that loft wing to start going up and faster, and it was just so exciting. So this year, if I had to ask Santa for one present, it would be the AYN Thor and the accessories I spoke of before. Think of it as one big bundle, alright? The whole DS line was monumental to my childhood while growing up. I haven't not had at least one kind of DS with me since I was 8 years old. Almost like my Vita, which I haven't lived without since like 2011. I've always had those. The AYN Thor represents my dream Swiss Army knife of a handheld, something that can possibly play anything I enjoy. So lately, I've been super into Pokemon ROM hacks. as you can see. Specifically Game Boy ones, so playing that would be a must. I would also love to play some Switch games that my Switch just fails to run properly. Fate Samurai Remnant, I'm looking at you. The constant stuttering is killing me. Please. Oh. Not to mention, I can finally have a handheld that can play PS2 games. And there's only one PS3 game I actually want to play, and I think you can guess what that is. If I hadn't said it before, I feel like I've said it so many different times, but it's, that's right, Ragnarok Odyssey Ace. Good job, good job. So I would love to play all that, and then some Pokemon DS games and ROM hacks of those generations. Having it be on the Thor, it being emulation but in a clamshell form factor is kind of like the best of both worlds, because I can have speed up, which would help me shiny hunting on the go. I have a few 3DS games I actually really want to get into as well, one of them being the original Fantasy Life. I love the Switch game, and I poured over like 150 hours into it. I think it was like 160 or something. I'm ready to give the first game a go. I would also replay Ocarina of Time 3D like millions of times over, so I would love to play that. Maybe I'll get over my anxiety for Majora's Mask and being timed. That would be cool as well. So, I have a few PS1 games I'd like to play, but it's kind of minimal. The one I actually know I want to play is Shin Megami Tensei, the first of the series. I love that game, and I could just keep replaying it over and over. Maybe I'll actually beat it. Who knows? I also wouldn't mind playing some GameCube and Wii games. For Wii, I would definitely want to play the Mystery Dungeon exclusives on there for Pokemon. I just like I want to see what they're about, and I like the vibes. It's cute, you know. I want to play them. For GameCube, I'd want to play Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Those are some games I like never really had the opportunity to get into like that, so it would be cool to just like play them through and see what's up, because there's also some ROM hacks of those specific games that sound really interesting. So even Wii U could have a spot to shine, which is, you know, unheard of. Specifically, when it comes to Zelda games, being the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess games. I'm trying to think of any other Wii U games I could possibly care about, but that's... Anyways, I could even end up playing games that are on the Play Store, like Pokemon Unite, which I like genuinely enjoy playing. I think they're cool. I think it's a cool game. Also, I really like Balatro, and it's gotten me into more card games. I'm actually gonna make a Balatro themed gift for a friend, so I hope he likes it. All in all, I would use this handheld to the best of its abilities. Emulation is where my heart lies, but I would also love to play my Steam library on the go, on a handheld that's not extremely heavy and actually portable. Wow, crazy, a handheld that can actually fit in your pocket. It literally unheard of in this day and age, but I'm so excited. I don't really play super demanding games, as I said before, and the main game I really want to play is the Dot Hack series. I love those games. I love them. Why not? Why wouldn't I want to play them? It's exciting. It's really exciting. It's so meta. There's just something about it, man. So, other than being able to play my favorite systems up to the Switch, my Steam library, and games on the Play Store. I could enjoy single screen games and have a walkthrough open on the bottom screen. I could grind shiny hunting while having YouTube open. Hell, I could even play fighting games with my fight pad on the go at a friend's house and just be like, "Hey, you want to join?" And then that's it. That's it. You just like I got a USB-C cable, woo, and then it's just like that's it. It's that easy. It's just that fucking simple, dude. I also have an extra dock here I don't really use, so that could also be very helpful. I would specifically want to play Melty Blood. Sorry, Melty Blood type Lumina. I've been enjoying this game again after such a long time. It's just a really simple and fun fighting game to play through, even in single player. I can even use my PS4 via remote play to play Yakuza and beat it. The Like a Dragon game. I'm talking about on the Thor. I could even do PS4 remote play, which would make me use my PS4 more, which I do on the Vita. But, you know, I don't know, it's not as comfortable to me. I don't know, I still play it like a lot, but imagine if it were a little more comfortable and I didn't have to spend like 5 minutes looking things up. Just saying, it could be great. I could also get through more of Bloodborne, which definitely needs like a walkthrough open on that second screen. It's crazy. There are so many things I can use this handheld for, and customizing it to my needs and making custom art and stickers for it just makes me so excited. I could make it the ultimate Pokemon handheld, or even my Steam gaming device outside the house. You can do it if you like do offline mode, which is probably what I'd do, because there's like 4 games in the .hack last recode like bundle, because it has like all 4 of them in there, so it's not like I'd just like be finished with it really quick. There's a lot of time to be poured into this. So it could also be my YouTube watching, aquarium enjoying machine, like how I took the 2DS XL and I have like a little aquarium game. I could put that on the Thor. I could put that on the Thor and just like have it on the bottom via RetroArch, because it's not that hard, and it's just like an idle thing, you know? It's nothing crazy. Dreeps should still be on the Play Store, if not 3DS, CIA. It's really not that insane. I could have it be like my in the background buddy. Like I have things on it that are idle and chill, and I could be like working on like videos, or even like like have I'm sure you can go on Google Drive, right? So I could open up like a Google Doc that I've already like typed up whatever of like YouTube things, or like my to-do list. Like I'm sure I could get Notion on here. Like there's just, it could be used for productivity, it could be used for fun, it could be used, you know, for gaming. Like I could stream it to my PC to record, and like it's chill. Like there's just so much I can do here. It could be my sole focus best friend. Like in conclusion, I want this device so bad and would use it every single day. Not to replace my other handhelds, but to consolidate them into one so I can bring them all with me when I leave the house. Something I can easily charge via USB-C or dock onto a big screen. My emotional support system. The possibilities are endless, and I can't wait to have it in my hands at some point. Sometime soon. hopefully. So, hey, AYN. If you guys want to send someone a review device, I could go so in depth, it's not even funny. Not to mention, I would give the people an authentic look into the many ways of using this device. This can only expand the support of your product. Please just let me know. Alright. I hope you guys have a good day. I wanted to just like go through everything that was in my head. My heart hurts because I just can't afford this yet, and I don't have it in my hands. I have to sell some of my consoles, but it feels worth it to me. So, jeez. Instead of keeping consoles I rarely use, I don't mind getting a less original experience in return for comfort and convenience. I think that this is such a great concept that has been brought to life, and I hope to talk about it more once I have one in my hands. Who knows? Maybe Santa will surprise me. You know, miracles can happen. So, unfortunately, no shiny Trico, but that is okay because we will try again some other day. Imagine I got it right there. I did not get it, but thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.